got some off-price crack ties, some miles and miles of carpet tiles, TVs, deep freeze, and David Bowie LPs, pool games, gold chains, wuss names, and header push, and Trevor Francis track suits from a mush in Shepherd's Bush. Bush, 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 bush. No income tax, no VAT, no money back, no guarantee. Black or white, rich or poor, we'll cut prices at a straw. God bless Hooky Street, viva Hooky Street, long live Hooky Street, say magnifique Hooky Street, magnifique Hooky Street, Hooky Street, Hooky Street, Hooky Street.
Hello and welcome. Today I thought I would do a television review, and we're going to be talking about the second episode of Series 1 of Only Fools and Horses, Go West, Young Man. Now, this episode of Only Fools and Horses starts off like many of them, where Del and Rodney attempt to do some business. In this case, they're trying to buy some used cars from a second-hand car dealer who is a very good friend of Del's, Boise. And trying to get a good deal. What they see that Boise has bought a very beautiful E-Type Jaguar, and it is for his bit on the side. Of course, over the series it is hinted upon and later on seen that Boise is married. So at this point, evidently the marriage is not going too well, so he is having an affair. Hence the present. Unfortunately, Boise cannot keep the Jaguar at his car business, and he can't take it home just in case his wife sees it. So he tries to persuade Del if he can put it in one of the empty garages on their estate. Del uses this piece of information to his advantage and requests that if he does this for Boise, Boise would knock off some money off the rubbish car that he's trying to sell them. So this is how that goes. The other thing about this is that Rodney is trying to step out into the world and try and become more independent and trying to widen his own circle of friends by trying to go more upmarket with his friends and clientele and the places where he goes. And throughout the entirety of the episode, you see that Del is trying to sell the clapped out car. They sell the car to an unaware Australian person that lives in London. He's evidently quite knowledgeable about cars, and Del tries to hoodwink him with all the Cockney rhyming slang that he uses. And it then, after this, it becomes very clear that Rodney is not impressed, or indeed very proud of his brother for what he does and how he sold it to a person that has no reason to be caught up in anything dangerous. but the car is dangerous. The brakes don't work on it. It's almost completely undrivable. It's around this point where Del starts taking the mickey out of Rodney for having a very small selection of friends and always only ever going out with 2 or 3 of them and never really going out and having much fun. These jibes start to take Rodney a little bit too much, and he starts pretending and making up friends that he's met, and he's saying, "Oh, you know, well, I'm going out to meet them, going up west," and all that sort of thing. And throughout this, you then see Rodney going off, getting changed, and storming off. Only afterwards having to sneak back very quietly and asking Del for some money. It's around this time where Rodney says to Del, "How about it? Do you want to come out too? You know, might be a good laugh. Go out, see if you can try and pull some birds," as they would call it, and see what the night brings. Del's arm is twisted and he says, "Why not? I'll have a go." They both go out all suited and booted, looking very smart. Rodney persuades Del to drive Boise's Jag to go out partying after a conversation about his reputation, his look would not suit coming out of a three-wheeled van. The first place where they go is a transsexual bar where men dress up as women. This becomes quite a shock for Del and for Rodney, actually. Del had asked Rodney if he'd ever been here before. Rodney said it was one of his regular places. So it's a bit of a shock, and Del starts getting a bit stressed out and a bit angry. After they go to a second nightclub, they try their luck a little bit, and they hit lucky. They get these 2 very good-looking women who seem to be very interested in them. And after telling them a few lies and everything like that, it seems to almost be in the bag. Afterwards, the girls write their telephone number on Del's cigar packet, and they go off on their merry way, expecting to probably see them again. Well, Del and Rodney are having a conversation. Rodney accidentally throws the cigar packet with the telephone number on out of the car. When they get bumped into the back of by the Australian man that they sold the car to earlier, and they are chased by him. And today's rating for Only Fools and Horses, Series 1, Episode 2, Go West, Young Man, is 4. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I shall see you next week.